Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome to a brand new modded Minecraft series. This is All the Mods 7. It is a Minecraft 1.18.2 mod pack. It's a kitchen sink pack, which means it kind of has a little bit of everything. And it's not super focused on like any one specific thing. I mean, it is what it says on the tin. It's all the mods. It's lots and lots of different mods to play with. Fair warning, I just want to say, I am just getting over having COVID. So if I sound a little bit sick or stuffed up, or you hear some sniffles or something like that, I'm sorry. I hope you'll forgive me. I am actually still a little bit sick, but let's go ahead and jump in. We're just going to create a new world. I'm just going to call it the Let's Play World Survival. Cheats on just in case something breaks. World type default, etc. And we'll just do Seed Welsknight so that you guys can play along should you feel so inclined. If you want to play this for yourself, I'll have information in the description down below about where you can find it. It is on the Curse Forge Overwolf launcher. They've changed the name of that launcher so many times now, I don't actually know what it's called anymore. But I'll put a link in the description where you can play this for yourself. But yeah, let's get this all started up. I'll let it load up the world here, and we'll see what we're looking at for our spawn. I also guess I should probably warn you, although my computer is a little bit dated at this point, it's still relatively high-end, and this is a very large mod pack, so it took like a minute and a half just to load into the world. Long story short, if your computer is a potato, you're probably not going to be able to play this. Just, you have been warned. It's a large mod pack, you're going to need a fair amount of RAM and a decent CPU. Otherwise, you're going to really struggle to play this one. But anyway, here's our spawn. We've got a few different biomes. The biomes mod in this pack is called Oh, the Biomes You'll Go To, I think, or something like that. And it adds a whole bunch of different blocks and cool biomes and things. Right now we're on a rainbow beach, so we've got these kind of colored sands. There's a pirate ship off in the distance, which will probably kill us if we go over there because it's filled with mobs. But let's just do a little bit of the early game. Okay, auto jump is off. I thought for a second it was on. I was like, I can't play this way. But let's do a little bit of the early game Minecraft stuff. Get some basic tools going here. I do see off in the distance, there's a smoke stack you can see coming up from something. So if we go over there, we're probably going to find something useful, I would imagine. Which tree was I chopping down? I think it was this one. But anyway, let me get geared up and get some basic stuff going. You've seen the early game Minecraft stuff before. I'm sure you know how it works. Okay, we've got a couple of the basics taken care of. So let's check this hut or house or whatever this is out over here out. Let's just see what we're working with. It's quite pretty. There is a spawner. Alright, there we go. Just throw up another torch there just in case. And we got a bunch of chests. So what do we got? Some fishing stuff. I'm not going to take the potion of the potions of luck. I just don't think they're all that useful. Fishing rod could potentially be, though, so we will keep that. I don't see anything else in here that we really care about. Don't see any, like... Yeah, okay, cool. So I did craft a furnace, which means we can cook up some of this stuff, which could be pretty good. Let's just do... Well, actually, I need coal. Or charcoal. I suppose I can make charcoal, but... let's just keep looking. Let's take a look at our map here. So we are definitely in a savanna. I think we're just going to kind of work our way to the east. Ooh. Do you see what I see off in the dungeon over there? Or off in the dungeon. Off in the distance, I should say. It is a roguelike dungeon. So that'll actually be a great way for us to gear up in the early game. We can go in there, hopefully get some loot, get some, different, I mean, if you go deep enough into the dungeon, you can find some pretty good stuff. You can get enchanted tools and food and armor and sometimes even like rare modded stuff, like late game advanced technology stuff and all sorts of crazy things. So I think we definitely want to check that out. Let's grab some coal here. That way we can craft some torches and cook up some food, because we're definitely going to need to do that. And I should have everything I need to make a bed as well. Let's just do a little bit of this. There we go. Okay, get a little bit more wood. We should be good there. I'll probably chop down a few more trees. Yeah, let me do some preparations, cook up my food, all that kind of good stuff. I would really like to also get rid of one more cow, because it would be awesome if we could make ourselves a backpack. Oh, actually, we only need 4 leather. I thought we needed 5. Okay, so cool. Never mind then. We're good. We have enough. I've got 4 leather right now. It would be great to have a backpack before we go into the dungeon, because it will vastly increase the amount of stuff that we can carry. So yeah, let me do some prep. Okay, I think I've gotten most of my gathering and stuff done. We will obviously need to head down there and do some stuff, but let's go ahead and just throw down a crafting bench here. We'll make a few more furnaces so we can put those in. I'm going to put a bed here and set my spawn. And then we're actually going to go and make, let's do 8. We'll do a bunch of tiny coal. And tiny coal is pretty cool. It's basically just like regular coal, except one coal is, or one tiny coal will only smelt one item, which means you can essentially be 100% efficient with your coal. Rather than, like normally if you had like 1 coal and 7 items, you would waste a little bit of that fuel. But in this case, it lets you be more efficient with it. So that'll be good. We'll let this stuff smelt up. While that's going, we are going to make our first foray. Actually, before I do that, let's go ahead and make a couple of chests. And we'll put those here. And that way, we can dump all of this stuff that we don't need. All right, into the dungeon we shall go. What are we dealing with down here? Okay, so it looks like this part's probably fine. I guess we'll just start on this side. And we just start throwing down stuff. We'll go back for those chests in a minute. Careful. Creepers. Thank you, creepers. They took out the things for me. It's okay. We're good. It would be great if these spiders would drop some string. I'm going to need some blocks to get through that. That's fine. What do we got in here? Nothing super important. Okay. Let's eat a little bit of food. I'm going to steal some blocks. Hello, coal. You're actually going to be quite necessary. What is this? Knockback? Gotta be honest, it's like the most useless enchantment of all time. There we go. You are dead. And what do we got over here? More stuff. We're just going to keep torching everything up. Okay, so this wing is now clear, I guess you could say. It should be safe. So now ooh, look at that. This is what I mean. Compressed iron ingots? Compressed stone? I mean, there's some good stuff here. Yeah, I guess we'll grab this stuff too. The torches we definitely want. We don't really care about the spider eyes. We'll leave those behind. The rotten flesh is actually pretty useful because we can turn it into essentially like a leather. Or a leather substitute. Hey, there's some string. Okay, now we can make a backpack when we go back upstairs. So that'll be good. Might as well take this stuff and just put it on. It's not great armor, but it's armor. Certainly better than nothing. The rest of this, whatever. What else we got hiding back here? How much string do we have? We do have 3 string. That should be enough. Fire aspect. Yeah, I guess. Why not? I do want to grab this coal as well. Now, there's not as much as I was thinking there was. Okay, it's fine. But yeah, that's basically how this works. We just pop in here. We clear out the dungeon. Essentially get rid of light everything up, get rid of all the bad guys. And then when we're done... it's basically what we do. Pretty straightforward. Right there. Look at that. We got a better shovel. We got I guess this is technically a better stone pick. But this is the plan. I'm just going to keep working my way through the dungeon, see what I can find, get all sorts of goodies, hopefully, and, once we're all done, we'll see how we stand as far as gear and equipment and all that kind of stuff goes. Okay, I have cleared the first floor of the roguelike dungeon, and this is what we've got so far. Quite a lot of good stuff, honestly. Armor-wise, we're doing okay. Leather cap's still pretty bad, and chainmail is less than ideal, but compressed iron is better than regular iron as far as armor goes. So, it's okay. We're getting there. I wish I had gotten one more iron ingot, so that I could turn this into an iron backpack, which has significantly more storage capacity, but we'll probably be able to do that once we get down a little bit further. So I guess now it's time to move on to the next level of the dungeon. I'm pretty sure my sword is going to break, so I'm going to grab this extra sword as well. But if I recall, there are 5 levels to every roguelike dungeon. Yeah, I put the torch up here so that I know this is the way. And each level gets progressively harder than the last, but also comes with progressively better loot than the last. So it kind of balances out, and it's well worth it to explore, as much of the dungeon as you can. Eventually you get to the point where, unless you're much later in the game, you're really going to struggle to actually clear the floors. So I think maybe like the 3rd floor is probably about our limit right now. If we're really lucky, we might be able to get up to like the 4th, but I kind of doubt it. I think 3rd, like the 1st and the 2nd floor, we should be fine. After that, it's going to be a struggle because the enemies will have significantly better armor and all that kind of stuff, and it's just not going to be good. So let's grab this stuff. Let's take a peek over here. There we go. Look at that. Look at all this stuff. Like, this is good loot. This is, like, really good loot. We cannot complain. More compressed iron. We got a bucket. A Curse of Binding book. I don't think I need that. That's just taking up inventory space that I can spend better on literally anything else. But yeah, that's more chests. Hey, that should actually give me enough to get that last iron ingot. The music discs are actually really useful, believe it or not, because we do have Tinker's Construct in the pack. Hey, there's some iron as well. And adding a music disc to a Tinker's Construct tool gives it an additional upgrade slot, so having that's actually pretty good. Nothing in here, right? No. Didn't think so. We still need to peek over this way. And over here as well. And then I think we'll have... Wow, it's a lot of good stuff. All sorts of goodies. What are you? Sharpness 2? Yeah, that's probably worth it. And an iron sword? That's definitely worth it. In here, we've got... just some sugarcane. Nothing there that's super useful. Okay. That's a better helmet than what we had. That's kind of what this is all about, is just little by little grabbing stuff until, you know, you've kind of gotten everything you need. I think I'm going to leave the chainmail boots behind. I think we'll be okay without them. But there we go. Another wing of the dungeon complete, and now we can go upstairs. Did I get any more rotten flesh or leather? I did not. Okay, that's fine. I think we just head up, we make the upgraded backpack. We've got the stuff to do it right now. I could almost make 2. But we should be okay here. And we'll leave this stone sword that is almost dead behind, I think. Now, I want you to know... Ooh, it's nighttime. We should sleep. There we go. I want you to note, this is how big the backpack is right now. It's basically a single chest. 9 by 3. Now, once we take this boy and we throw it into here and turn it into an iron backpack, now it doubles. And then, if we add some gold ingots around it, we basically have 3 chests of storage space that we can take advantage of here to store all of our goodies that we find as we explore the dungeon, which is super useful. Let's just make sure we've dumped everything there. Yep. Good. I'll keep the iron sword. And unfortunately, it looks like these 2 chests are completely full at this point. So we'll have to make another. But let me finish exploring level 2 of the dungeon, and we'll see where we stand. Well, I've cleared out the second floor, and there really wasn't that much extra stuff. We got a little bit, but not really anything super new or relevant. However, we did get enough to make another backpack. So what we can actually do here is 5 rotten flesh will make this rotten leather, and this is essentially a leather substitute in a lot of different recipes. So we can just go ahead and make another backpack. And now we've got 2, which obviously has its advantages, and I can just go ahead and upgrade that right away to an iron and then a gold backpack. And now we have tons of storage space that we can make use of here. So let me just empty out my inventory. And I think at this point we're probably geared up enough that we can have at least a decent shot at clearing out the third level of the dungeon. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to head over to, or I'll head down to the 3rd level, and we'll take a peek at that one. All right, and there it is, the entrance to the 3rd dungeon level, and this is where things start to get pretty hard. Looks like there's only one way forward, which honestly in some ways is kind of good, because it means, okay, silverfish, because it means there's less you got to worry about, which is definitely a good thing. Except did they change this? Like, all I'm seeing here is this, like, sarcophagus thing. Can I open this up? Is there anything in here? I'm just going to destroy the silverfish spawner. That's a zombie spawner. That one we can leave. I mean, not much. I guess maybe roguelike dungeons have changed pretty considerably. Because this is all I'm seeing down here. And that's pretty underwhelming. Okay, well, so be it then. I guess that's it for this dungeon. I mean, honestly, as far as a good way to get geared up at the very start of a new game, we really can't complain. I mean, we got at least full iron tools and armor for the most part. We got a bunch of food and torches and various resources and things. And all we had to do was take maybe, I don't know, half an hour, 45 minutes, something like that, to explore a dungeon right at the very beginning. And now we're basically set. So, I mean, we can't complain too much. The spawner scrap we want to keep. We may want that in the future. But I'm going to head back up. We'll collect all of our loot, and then we're going to start looking for a place to establish an actual base. Well, I think I found the place. We have successfully located a swamp. Why a swamp, you may ask? Well, over there is a witch's house, and this is kind of where I want to set up to begin with. Now, these only spawn in swamps, and unfortunately, they are relatively rare, but they will give us a pretty nice little leg up on a few of the things that I want to do really, really early. And that is all dealing with a mod called Hexerai, which I will show you as soon as we manage to successfully get over there. Now, there is almost certainly going to be a witch in here, so let's make sure we're prepared for that. Do I have blocks? There we go. I'll just take these stone bricks. That'll work. We just need to get up here. I can hear the witch. Oh, you're over there now. Okay, well, let's make sure we get rid of the witch. You gotta go. I was hoping to avoid the poison, but it's fine. Okay. Well, hopefully there's not another one up here. I don't see one. I think that was our one and only witch. So now I am going to claim the witch's house for myself. And you can see there's all sorts of goodies in here. There's a fair amount of like space. It honestly is like a relatively okay looking build. Is this poison almost gone? 7 seconds. Whew. All right, it's fine. I'm just going to throw down a bed, I don't know, here. That'll be fine. Okay. Good. So, this is what we care about. This is a mixing cauldron. This is used for basically everything within Hexerai, and we can make all sorts of really useful stuff with it. So, this is all the stuff in the mod. What I care about is the broomsticks, and there are a couple of them. There's the mahogany broomstick, which does require a netherite ingot, so that's probably out of range for now. But there's also the willow broom, and this just needs some wheat, some gold, a mandrake root, some willow logs, and a bottle of blood, all of which should be very doable for us. So in order to get the bottle of blood, we are going to need a thingamabob. I forget the name of it. Drying rack, crystal ball. It's like a spiky thing. You stick it in the cauldron and then you use it. Let me do some looking into this, and I'll see if I can find it. Oh, there it is. The blood sigil. You need a blood sigil. So we need to put lava in here, and then we also need polished blackstone. Okay, so that might be a little bit harder to do than I thought. Let me sleep. We'll just take a little snooze. There we go. And then I think we'll probably just leave it there, and next episode I think we'll get into some of the Hexerai stuff. I'll do some grinding between episodes to get some basic resources and things like that. And we should be in good shape. So guys, if you enjoyed the video and if you're excited for this series, you know what to do. Links in the description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, my friends, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.